Hey everyone, so today we have conservative YouTuber Actual Justice Warrior, and in this clip he gives some takes that are just embarrassingly bad and says some things that are just factually not true. And so we're going to play the clip and then we'll talk about it along the way. And I have it going at 1.5 speed, that way we can get through more of it because he goes on for a little bit here.
You can't have it both ways. I'm sorry to break it to you, Bernie Sanders, but your movement is dead. It got nowhere. You've been torched. Biden's campaign smoked yours. And considering that the Bernie Sanders supporters in 2016 actually voted for Hillary Clinton in greater numbers than the Hillary Clinton primary voters voted for Barack Obama in 2008, you just don't have the leverage going into this election that people like to pretend you have. You have a small niche movement of radical commies, mostly on Twitter and on the internet, that don't actually turn out to vote. And that's why you and your movement are always destined to lose. But
all right. So obviously, right there. That's just his analysis, his opinion. Now, I will say that Bernie Sanders won multiple states, including the biggest state, California. And this idea that he has this niche movement that's like never actually going to progress beyond that is just, it's just silly. And anyone that's paying attention to any of the data knows that that's not true. The majority of Americans, not Democrats, the majority of Americans support Medicare for all. The majority of Americans support free college. The majority of Americans support a wealth tax. Has the Democratic Party caught up to where Bernie Sanders is? No. Does that mean his movement is destined to fail? Absolutely not. Bernie Sanders has advanced the progressive agenda more than in the past 3-4 decades. Bernie Sanders has made gigantic strides. And so this idea that just because he lost, the progressive movement is dead, it just isn't true. And we are closer now to a progressive agenda than we have ever been before. And so this is just absurd, but this isn't even the part of his analysis that is the worst. So we'll keep going.
Doesn't mean that there weren't Bernie adjacent people or Bernie supporting people that decided that they were going to make this convention a dorky stand for the Sanders campaign. And of course, I'm talking about the amazing, the immaculate, the absolutely perfect, if you want division in the Democratic Party for Donald Trump to secure the 2020 election, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who was given a speaking slot at Biden's DNC, somebody that she says that she has endorsed for the presidency in 2020, who then proceeded to use that speaking slot to set up a long, drawn-out speech, which eventually ended with her doing this.
And out of a love for all people, I hereby second the nomination of Senator Bernard Sanders of Vermont for President of the United States of America.
Look, I just have to admit, I love everything about this. Absolutely everything about this. Because you have Ocasio-Cortez thinking that she's taking a powerful stand. She's nominating Bernard Sanderson to the presidency for 2020 because Bernie should be the nominee. Meanwhile, you have Bernie bending over backwards to Joe Biden, who, despite not being sentient, completely crushed all of his hopes and dreams and obliterated him in states where Bernie had extensive operations, despite the fact that Biden didn't even have a single campaign headquarters in those states. So Bernie's bending the knee to Biden. Bernie's knee is developing arthritis in that position because he's so bent knee to Joe Biden. But Ocasio-Cortez is still hanging on to the dream. She's still going to pander to that progressive base. She's still going to talk about how it's very important that we defeat Donald Trump. But she pulls this stunt, which clearly is meant to divide the party. It's clearly meant to gin up the Sanders base, not against Donald Trump, not against the Republicans, but against Joe Biden. And she's so proud with herself. Look at her face after she says Bernie Sanders. This is a woman that is completely satisfied with herself. She thinks that she's owning everything. She's starting to pay.
This guy, oh my gosh, is this bad? So there's so many things wrong about this. So many things. And first of all, he goes, oh, this long drawn out speech that she gave. Her speech was a little over a minute. It was like a minute 13 or something like that. So this long drawn out speech, maybe, his attention span couldn't keep up for that long. Who knows? But the other problem with this is he has no idea why she was at the convention. He really does. He thinks that this was some rogue move that she did. She was not invited to speak at the DNC convention by the DNC. She was invited by Bernie Sanders because Bernie Sanders reached the delegate threshold where he could be nominated at the convention. Because, when you reach a certain number of delegates, you get to invite 2 people who can come and nominate you and then second the nomination. And then that's just, kind of like a symbolic thing. It doesn't, obviously Joe Biden was still going to be the nominee, but that's just something that happens when you reach a certain number of delegates. And so Bernie Sanders selected 2 people. One person was some auto union leader, and the other person was AOC. And that's why she goes, I second the nomination of Bernard Sanders. This was not her going rogue. Everybody knew that she was going to do this. This was very planned. This was not her attempt to divide the party. And this was widely known. This was very openly talked about. And for this guy, for his smug analysis to say, oh, look at her face there. Look how satisfied she looked there. When it was just a still image of her just there. And it's just I don't think this guy has any pulse for where the country is going. I don't think that he realizes that AOC is one of the most popular congresswomen in the entire country, and she just won her re-election for her primary. She dominated in her reelection, and I don't think that this guy likes it. And it's just, he is looking for anything he can to attack her with. He is really, really trying so hard. These guys, these conservatives, they want to take every opportunity they can just to dig at AOC. And they just, I mean, this is an example of just being lazy, though, of saying that, oh, she's attempting to like sow disunity in the party against Donald Trump, and that this, it was planned. Everybody knew that she was going to do this. This was in no way like some like spur of the moment thing. And she wasn't invited by the DNC. She was invited by Bernie Sanders to specifically do this. She did not have some long-winded speech. She had 60 seconds to speak, which was, I mean, already just insane. She should have been able to give a long speech because she is literally where the Democratic Party is going. And there's like, I mean, like, I don't want to get ahead of myself here. You know, this guy is just being, you know, completely irrational by saying that the progressive movement is dead. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. But she is someone that will probably run for president someday, and I think that there is a very real chance that she could win. Now, maybe I'm being optimistic and saying that she could win. I think that she does. I think that she has a legitimate chance. I could definitely see it happening. Maybe not in 2024, but it could happen. But yeah, these guys, they will look for anything, even if it is based in no reason or logic whatsoever. This is it's just crazy. I remember watching this and just being like, one, just being so like smug towards AOC when like just wrong. To be wrong and smug at the same time, it just really got under my skin. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not, you know, the most serious content, but I saw this, I was like, I gotta respond to it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you disagree with anything I said, or if I got anything incorrect, please leave a comment down below. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.